Good morning, Carew. It is 7 o'clock on Friday, someday in February. The outside temperature is just below freezing, barely. And I decided I would go down to the river. This may be the last time I do it this year here in Pendleton. I might do it one more time over the next week. We're leaving a week from today to go to Pullman and then ultimately Wales. And I just thought today would be a good day. It's just gorgeous out here. And I'll turn this around so you can see. Look at what that looks like. Oh, it's a sunny morning. Who could ask for anything more? Other than music and rhythm, of course. I got a new tripod type thing here that is more robust than the previous one. But we'll see if it will go flying off the dashboard there. So, what's been up recently? I talked to you yesterday, but the work on the house in Wales is ongoing. Of course, there's always something that we're worried about that isn't getting done as quickly as we would like. We still don't have an electricity provider. It's been 2 weeks of looking for that unsuccessfully. Not sure why people can't get back to us. The big thing that Sarah stressed about is the conservation officer, the Gwynedd Conservation Officer, because it's a grade 2 listed building. Really, to do anything on the exterior, we have to get approval from the Gwynedd Council. And Sarah emailed the Gwynedd Conservation Officer more than 2 weeks ago now. And initially she got an indication that the person was going to be on vacation for a week, and they were supposedly back in the office all this week, but no response. So Sarah called this morning, which is 4 in the afternoon there, and got no response. Again, I'm not sure. Actually, she talked to somebody. I heard her speaking Welsh on the phone, so there's that. But yeah, no real progress. So, Sarah gets grumpy when that happens. But hopefully we can just let that go. So what else is going on? We're doing a whole bunch of stuff with people here in Pendleton. Over the next few days, we have we're here. Like I said, we're here for a week, but we're having dinner with friends tonight with Maura. We're having what a gorgeous morning. Oh, see the sunlight on my face. How can I not come down here on a day like today? Yeah, the dinner tonight with Maura. I need to reach out to the Houks about having dinner with them as well, hopefully, before we go. Then on Saturday, Sarah's having... What are we doing? I can't remember now. I'm scattered. I started thinking, which is the huge mistake. Once again, I should turn this around so that we're not looking at me. Instead, we're looking down here while I drop my gloves on the ground. Yeah, so we're going to end up having dinner on this weekend with Deb. That's what it is. Dinner with Deb on Saturday. Sunday, hopefully, dinner with the Hauks. I think Monday we don't have anything. Tuesday, we're having a potluck for a Yamiha down at the Baha'i Center. And Wednesday, neighborhood potluck. And Thursday, Gareth and Heidi come. Oh, I didn't tell you this. I'll have to tell you that. Yeah, so Gareth and Heidi, it looks like they're coming on Thursday. Oh, did my camera just stop recording? Nope, I think it's still, nope, it stopped. There we go. Thursday, Gareth and Heidi are coming. So yeah, so what happened was Gareth and Heidi didn't come last week because Gwyneth had a fever the morning they were supposed to fly. But then immediately later that day, they sort of regretted not coming. And they tried to change their tickets. So they're actually flying in on Thursday to Portland. They're going to spend the night with Bryn and Alex. No, they're flying in Wednesday to Portland. They're going to spend the night with Bryn and Alex. And then on Thursday, they're going to rent a car because we are leaving Friday and we just can't spend Thursday driving in and picking them up. So they're going to rent a car and come out, and we're going to have dinner with them and Virginia, Heidi's grandmother, on Thursday night, and they're going to spend the night at our house, and then they're going to come up to Pullman with us, I think, on Friday. I mean, they're going to drive another car up. Whew. There we go. Oh, what a gorgeous morning. Yeah, so they're going to... stepping off the edge. They're going to drive the car up on Friday with us. And we're going to leave our camper van Friday with Brad and Linda while they take the car up and then come back on probably Sunday to Pendleton. And then they'll spend time in our house while we're gone and time with Heidi's family here. And we will be flying out to Wales on Saturday morning. Actually, we fly out of Pullman to Seattle at like noon on Saturday, and then fly out to Wales like 6 in the afternoon. And then we arrive in Ireland on, it will be Sunday at around 11 o'clock, I think, in the morning. But we don't really have time to catch the ferry that is at 1 that would get us into Holyhead in time to rent a car on Sunday. So instead, we're going to spend the night with, whoops, I forgot to start the timer. We're going to spend the night with a friend of ours, a reader, named, oh, come on. My brain is clearly not functioning. There we go. So maybe I'll just freeze and not get out today. So we have a friend who we spent the night with a couple times in outside of Dublin, Jane. And so we're going to go spend the night with Jane on Sunday night, and then Monday morning go catch the ferry, rent a car in Holyhead, and drive to our house in Carnarvon on Monday, the 4th of March, which is also Crew's birthday. So, and actually what I didn't mention is that Friday morning, we're doing, since Friday is the first day of the fast, and we won't be fasting, I won't be fasting, probably Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, probably Tuesday and Wednesday either, just because you're not supposed to fast when you're traveling. But we're still going to go to fast breakfast with the Baha'i community at the Rainbow, which is one of my favorite things every year, is getting up at 5:30 in the morning, going down, and the Rainbow opens up half an hour early for us and feeds us breakfast. And it's just really, I don't know, it's just a nice thing. Actually, it's a little like getting up early and getting in the river. So, yeah. So now I've given you a 10-15 minute treatise about what we're doing over the next week and a half before we get to Wales. And if I understand, you, in fact, are heading to Estonia on Tuesday. So today's Friday. That's 4 days away now. That is exciting. And it sounds like you've got a lot of work going on before you go. So you're going to be running around like a chicken with your head cut off. I did, in fact, I had a list of things to get done before we go to Wales. And I actually completed everything on that list except for creating a website for the House Isvran. We need a public website, for the house, advertising it as a vacation let, or we would say vacation rental. They would say holiday let. So advertising it as a holiday let. And actually, I started working on it yesterday. And I gotta say, I found it incredibly frustrating. I'm such an old man. So literally, I built my first website in 1995. So it's been almost 30 years since I built a website. And I've built websites, using probably a dozen different types of software and user interfaces, from just doing it, writing code directly, to using graphical user interfaces. And the technology has changed over time. And actually, I built a WordPress website, it was less than 10 years ago. How's that? Less than 10 years ago. So and Sarah maintains her website and actually works on the Nink website using WordPress, the user interface for WordPress. But it's frustrating to go in and try to figure out what the metaphorical model for building a website is. Because I go in and I think, okay, basically I have a page, right? And the reality is, I know there are good reasons for creating these more complex metaphorical models for building websites, where, you've got a template, and then you have sort of, I don't even know what it's called. It's like the landing section or something. And then you have pages, and then you have posts. And I can't figure out, I try to use a preset template, and I go in and start changing stuff, and and then I publish the page and go look at it, and none of the stuff I've changed has changed. And so it's like, okay, did I change the page, the landing space, or the template? And why, when I edited the template, did it not, in fact, change the way the page looks. And it's because, the landing space is overriding the template or something like that. And I just have to figure all that stuff out. And, it feels like you're starting from scratch when it hasn't been. You haven't done it in 10 years. So it's really frustrating. However, it's also, I realize it's going to be really rewarding. Really? That was the whole soak? So the light is flashing. I guess I'm done soaking. So yeah, I'm going to get back on that today. And like I said, it's both frustrating and at the same time, it can be quite rewarding to actually finish something like that. And the question is, how long is it going to take me to finish it? So what's the water temperature? Yeah, it's 4.9 C. So that's like 41. Air temperature is basically freezing, or maybe -1. So yeah, I just don't get the cold that you get in lovely Minnesota. Oh, look at that. I didn't tighten that up. Let's see if I can do that real quick. There we go. I've got a dead mosquito on my glove. Yeah, I'm working on the website, which is a challenge. I'm also going to actually, one of the things I'm going to try to do is reinstall ArcGIS on my computer, because I have a license for it. I haven't used it in a year or so, and the licensing process is always hard. I have had to actually call tech support to get the license installed and working correctly the last couple times I've done it, because it's just not intuitive. So I'm going to try to do that, because we're eventually going to use that, hopefully. In addition, actually, Craig Daniels reached out to me, and there's something called Google Earth Studio. And I've been using Google Earth Pro to make videos and do, fly-ins when I talk about a particular place. And Google Earth Studio is actually designed more specifically for that type of work. And I didn't know it existed. And it's too bad, because over the last 2 years, I could have been using it. So I'm going to try to do that as well. So yeah, I'm working on learning some new stuff, which would be kind of cool and fun. But we'll see how that all pans out. So anyway, that's what's going on in my life. A gorgeous, gorgeous morning. Great time for a soak. That's my story. I'm sticking to it.